pins and needles in my feet. It's what comes with having no backside as you get older. Oh. Cheers. Oh, this is absolutely lovely. I'm just barricading myself from the ticks at the moment. I'm in the middle of a wood, and when I was putting my stuff, unpacking my rucksack, putting my stuff in here, when I threw my sleeping bag to the back, I saw this thing running off real fast. Anyway, it was a tick, and it was bloody fast, but I crushed it. And so I'm just gathering myself together. I've got some anti-tick bited insect spray here. You can spray it on yourself or on your clothes. So anyway, I've just give it a good spray around here. So hopefully this is the only way in. So hopefully it'll keep them at bay for a little while. Yes, South Lakes. I'm in the South Lakes, but very much the south. I'm kind of not far from Morecambe, really. Yeah. With the weather, I didn't want to risk going somewhere hiking far. Because obviously the dangers that come with that, especially when you've got a heavy pack. So I'm on permission land, but honest to God, it's it's not easy. The directions and everything was supposed to be sounded easy enough, but it's just like a maze. A proper wood. So yeah, an ancient wood, and mixed trees and bushes and shrubs. Loads of bracken. That's why I'm a bit all kind of going in the head a little bit at the moment with ticks. And I kind of knew when I saw all the bracken, I knew there was going to be a big risk of ticks. But I've not seen any more since then. That's why I've come in all my gear again, even though it's another hot summer's day out there. In here, in the shade, it's not too bad. I was really sweaty, as you can see on this t-shirt. It always gets a bit sweaty. But it's not as bad as it was last week, and me base layer underneath the synthetic one, that's drying out quite nicely. So I'm not shivering or anything like that, or I don't really need to change my clothes at the moment. But I've got my other base layer here with me just in case. Yes, so it was a choice of what I was going to do. I can't just sit and wait for the warm weather to pass. I need to keep doing something. So I thought, yeah, Woodland, a woodland camp. And honest to God, at one time when I was walking around trying to find a decent place to put up the tent, I thought I was going to get lost, you know, because it's like you're branching off here, there and everywhere. And I got to one point and I thought, where am I? Do I know my way back? And so I kind of double backed on myself and hoped I was going in the right direction, and I was. But I kind of know where to go from here. But that's the thing about these woodlands. If you're not careful, you can easily get lost. Oh. Yeah, so I'm in here, enjoying my brew. And just settling myself down. Looking forward to a nice, well, it's never 24 hours, but I've got 18 hours or so in a woodland. There's a nice breeze in the air. Hopefully that'll keep the biting insects away. So every time I come in a woodland, I end up getting bitten. Them ones down in Pine Island, they was nasty little buggers, them. Yeah, it's easy how stressed I get though sometimes. You know, I came here thinking, oh, it's going to be boring, you know, you're going to know where it is you're going and all the rest of it. And then I get here and I struggle finding the place. I don't even know whether I'm in the right place now. I'm probably not. I'm probably nowhere near where I'm supposed to be. But there was no way I was going to get myself lost. So I thought, right place or wrong, I'm just going to pitch up my tent. I can see if there's anybody coming. There's a path, a walkway. Just on that side, going that way. So yeah, that's basically it. No big hike today. I don't really know what to say. Just enjoying my brew. And yeah, feel a bit flat, to be honest. Feeling a bit underwhelmed. But you just gotta pick yourself up, haven't you? Sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna say, you know, I come on these trips and stuff like that and I think, oh, what are you gonna say? And I know you've told me time and time again that I don't have to say anything. Just be myself, enjoy the camp, and take it as it comes. But you know, I always want to make it fun for you guys as well, like, you know what I mean? Make it interesting. You know, you don't want to be sat watching some Alf guy like belly aching. You know, because he ain't feeling well. You don't need to hear that. You don't want to hear that. You know, you're tuning for to be entertained, I suppose, in some way or another. And there's some camping YouTubers who have just got the natural knack. They've got the gift of the gab, and it's just natural. You've only got to look at them and you're entertained. And I'm not one of them. No, I sometimes wish I was like, but I can only be myself. So Yeah, I'm going to enjoy my brew. I'm going to chill out a little bit, and I'll catch you when I'm going to have something to eat later. Just thought I'd take you for a little walk around a bit of woodland that I'm in. You can't come all this way and just stay inside your tent all the time, can you? I like this bit in here. The only thing is, there's loads of wood. I mean, you can have a fire in here, but it has to be on a raised pit. And I ain't got a raised fire pit. But there's plenty of wood, twigs and stuff like that. I think if I ever come here again, you know, I could bring one of those little wood stoves, you know, what you, not the big ones, you know, just one of those little wood stoves that you can cook your tea on. That would be perfect in here. There's great big rocks at the top here. I don't know whether you can see. You know, like big boulders. Like there's one there, I don't know whether you can see that. But there's like all boulders up here. I'll just turn you around so you can see. Ooh. I don't know whether you can see my tent down here, only just. Yeah, I don't know whether my GoPro is picking up all this. I don't know how much battery I've got left neither. So you're probably going to disappear on me in a minute. But yeah, you got to explore a little, haven't you? But nice and cool in here. Nice and cool. The only thing that spoils it, I suppose, in a way, is there isn't the water source. There will be somewhere, but I don't think there's one near us. But you can't have everything, can you? Yeah, this is the most woodland I've done. You know, I've not been in the thick of it as much. Oh yeah, I did that one when I was in North Wales and Snowdon, round Snowdonia. But look at the bracken, there's just heaps of it. Just absolute heaps. If that bracken wasn't there, that'd be a lovely area over there to pitch and camp. God, I'm a right bellyache of me, aren't I? Yeah. I think when you're doing an adventure or camp like this, you need at least a couple of days, don't you? Your first day you're just settling in, getting used to your surroundings, and then the next day you're you're enjoying it a little bit more. Yeah. Tell you what, this would be alright if you're in a winter for a hot tent in place. What's for tea tonight, Greg, you may be asking? Well, we're going to stick with the same theme as we did in the last video, with the 5 minutes to Delhi, Flavours of India. And this one is the Urad Dal. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Urad Dal. It's a comforting dal dish with a subtle coconut twist. Out of 4 chilies, it's only 1.5, so it's going to be quite mild. And again, it's ready to eat in 5 minutes. And there you go. I don't know whether you can see that with the sun shining, but there you go. I've got to remember to take that oxygen thing out, haven't I? Where are we in here? There it is. I left it in last time, didn't I? That thing. Now, one or two here said in the comments from the last video that quite rightly most freeze-dried meals that you go on hiking, they're usually around about 600-700 calories. And these are only 300 and something or other. Let's have a look. Per serving, 308 calories. So yes, on their own, if you've been on a big hike or something like that, there's not enough calories in it really to you know, replenish all the energy that you've used. However, on the way here, I had a nice toasty and a cinnamon bun and a nice coffee from Costa at the services. So, and that was at around about 3 o'clock. So I had a good lunch, and I've also got these to graze on later as well. Cold graze, and these are chili and lime protein nut crunch. So I'm assuming it's packed with nuts, so there must be other things as well as nuts. But yeah, I've got them to munch on later if I'm hungry at any point. And yes, so I'm not going to go hungry. Yeah, I don't think I boiled enough water, so it's quite thick. But I don't mind, I think. And I'll still, you know, even though it's only 1.5 chilies, I'm getting a little bit of heat. Ooh. Some cows have come to see us. Hello. I don't want to spook them, because they can be quite dangerous when they're spooked. But someone, when I was pitching Kate earlier pasture, said that they often do come round here. It's on tea time. I'm trying to keep my voice really low because I don't want to spook them. They're very aware of me being here. I don't know whether you can hear me. They're very aware of me being here. And I know cows can become very dangerous, so I don't want to spook them. Well, I never expected this, even though I was warned that they may come. But they know I'm definitely here because they keep looking at me. There's one over there, just stood staring at me. Bit of a citrep on this me tea, the Dal. Not very keen on the flavour. Distance, the circling, my tent. I should have added more water to it. tea together. I don't know whether I'm so close to the camera. In the end, they just kind of kept the distance. I know one of them came really close at one point to the tent because he was knocking my guylines. But I didn't move. Did I know? Just I thought, because they are quite tetchy, you know, like get spooked quite easily. I didn't realise that most of them had gone off. They must have gone off back that way. And I looked out because I could still hear one, and this massive cow just come shooting along. And I crap myself because I thought, if there's any others, they're just going to run over this tent. But no, they've all gone now. I think they just came to pay me a visit. But there was big cows. Well fed. Absolutely well fed. Plenty of meat on them. Bless them, ladies. Yeah, you know, lots of people get killed by cows every year, you know, so you have to be, especially in, you know, in this kind of, you know, scenario. But yeah, we'll have to see what kind of footage I've been able to get. All I could do was just go really by what I could hear, and like spinning the GoPro around, hopefully trying to catch him. But they all look quite far away from what I've seen. But yeah, that's a little bit of magic. Yeah, but they came from down there on up the walkway, and it was real funny because the lead cow just spotted me straight away. You know, because it was all walking, and it just came to a stop. And because he was looking at me, or she was looking at me, they all started looking at me. And my bum was going. It was frightening. It was scary, but exciting at the same time. Yeah. See, you just never know what's going to go happen to you when you're on these wild camping. Yeah. But when I was pitching my tent earlier, there was a woman with a dog, and it was their job to check on the cows to see if they're all right. So she'd done that way, and then she was coming back this way, and because I was talking to her about not knowing whether I'd found the right place or not. She says, "Oh, you'll be all right here." She says, "But you know, the cows might come through because they do come through here sometimes." And I just wasn't expecting that at all. But that cow what was going down that way, when I stuck my head out, it panicked and just shot off to be with the others. It had been lagging behind. Yeah. The Dal, nah, I would give it 2.5 out of 10. I didn't like the flavour at all. It said it had a hint of coconut, but I couldn't taste the coconut. And it was getting a bit dark. We can get a bit of light. I'll get tidied up anyway. Tea's done. Yeah, it was nothing to write home about. I don't think I'd buy it again, that one. But I ate it anyway, just to fill a gap. It's about 8:30 now, so, you know, I'm not hungry. I might have a brew before I go to sleep. But then I might just hang on to as much water as I can so I've got to make sure I've got a brew for morning. Yes, I'll get tidied up and I'll see you later. Tea's all been tidied up and put away. Yeah, that was a bit of an underwhelming tea. The Dal, it was very flavourless. Take my glasses off. It reminded me of one of them baby food, you know, little jars of baby food you used to get. And but even they was more flavoursome. It was a bit bland. But it filled the gap, and I'm not hungry, so that's it's done its thing. But I don't think I'd buy it again. It's late now. It's about 9:45. I'm tired, bushed. It's been an eventful day, and I'm just ready for my bed and ready for sleep. Time to put my sleeping bag on. What I do is cut it, zip it down 2/3, and then put it on like a quilt, and get some sleep. So I'm not going to be watching videos or anything like that. I've got a little bit of a signal, but I'm not going to be watching any videos or anything like that. I'm just going to be chilling and go to sleep. And that's it. So I'll see you in the morning. I've had a cracker sleep last night. Fell asleep just after signing off. I was both straight away, nice and sleep. Not a lot going on this morning, just breakfast. Then it'll be packing away, and then the camp. Breakfast this morning is a Lottie Shaw's flapjack. Looking forward to that. It looks quite nice actually. Hope it's more appetising than last night's tea. Yep, so I'm going to enjoy my mug of tea and my flapjack, and then I'll bring you back for a decamp. We're all packed up, put away, and as always, left no trace. If you've enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. It really does help to promote the channel. And if drop us a comment, let us know what you thought. And as always, if you've not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. That's if you've enjoyed it, that is. So that's it, we're all done. Nothing to say, but without further ado, until next time, I'll see you.